Welcome to the Coffee Break Podcast. I'm your host, Marquese Howard, Marketing, Media, and Communications Coordinator for Riverside County Child Support Services. August was Child Support Awareness Month, and we're excited to share our recent collaborations with an impressive network of over 75 community partners and organizations. These partnerships have been instrumental in amplifying our message and expanding our reach during this important month. In today's episode, we'll be shining a spotlight on the generous sponsors who have supported our community efforts. You'll hear directly from these partners about their motivations for joining our cause and the unique perspectives they bring to child support awareness. So grab your favorite cup of coffee, tea, or water, settle in, and let's dive into some great conversations making a real difference in our community. Now let's get started on this break. We have Dan from Food for Less. Dan, go ahead and introduce yourself and your title, please.
Okay, I'm the district leader at Food for Less, and I have Riverside, San Bernardino area. I've been doing this for 41 years.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us today. And from Community Action Partnership of Riverside County, we have Monica. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your title.
Hello, everybody. My name is Monica Santana, and I'm the Division Manager over Partnerships and Customer Service at Community Action Partnership.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us. And from Child Support Services, we have Regina. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your title.
Hello, everybody. My name is Regina Cruise, and I'm the supervisor for an amazing team, the outreach team, and a wonderful team, the Ombuds team.
All right. And so we had three partners that couldn't be here to join us. The first partner is Salon Success. You might hear about haircuts being given by Salon Success. So I want to highlight them. Also wanted to highlight RUHS, which stands for Riverside University Health Systems. They assisted in partnering with the Office of Traffic and Safety to provide helmets, where you might hear about helmets today, and Alter Credit Union, who assisted with school supplies. All right. But we have Food for Less, Community Action Partnership, and Child Support Services currently. Now, you've heard me mention Child Support Awareness Month, so this question is really for Regina. Regina, what is Child Support Awareness Month?
Well, Child Support Awareness Month, or otherwise known as CSAM, so I might be saying CSAM and catch myself, but it's Child Support Awareness Month. It happens in the month of August. And what it really is for us to really amplify the education and awareness about our services here at Child Support. This year, we had a commitment that was supported by 4 S's, which was support, solutions, safety, and shelter. So we really wanted to make sure that we hit all of those 4 supporting commitments this year.
Well, thank you for that. So now with Food for Less and hearing about Child Support Awareness Month, what was a determining factor that wanted you to provide assistance for our upcoming events throughout Child Support Awareness Month? What exactly is your reason why that you wanted to give back?
Well, looking at where we work, where we play, where we live, we're right in the middle of that area of Riverside. And it was really neat because we had Regina come and ask us, and we saw the need. Thought, what a great way to help people and at the same time really promote ourselves, that we're really a company that wants to feed the human spirit. And we thought by doing this, we could do both.
Now, is this something that you guys currently participate in each and every year? Is it your first year doing it?
This is our second year doing it, and my first year, but we had a blast. And the best part about it is the employees that gave their time and their energy really had a great time too, serving the community. And it was really neat because I think the community appreciated it. And I think that all of us got something out of it, more than just being there, but really being part of that community.
You know, when you mentioned about being part of the community, would you mind sharing a couple of experiences or stories that you heard maybe on that day, or even from employees where it was their first time assisting with an event like this, and kind of what was their perspective on such an event?
Well, first of all, they were hot. It was extremely hot that day, but this is what they had to say. They said this was one of the best experiences they've ever had. One is watching the kids get backpacks. The other is watching them play little games that we put together, giving them vegetables and fruits for their backpacks. But more than anything, it was serving the community. And there's one real quick story I'll tell you. There was a gentleman that came up and he says, I've never shopped at Food for Less before. And I said, really? And I said, well, it's a great place. We have great value. We carry the same thing that all the other markets carry, but at a great value for the community. And he said, really? And so we went through we talked about a couple different things. And he was wearing a Raider shirt. And I said, well, if you can wear a Raider shirt, you can definitely shop at Food for Less. So he laughed. He said, okay, I'm going to be there next week. And then I was in there at the store, and that gentleman was at the store. And he said, you're 100% right. You are so much cheaper than these other stores. So it was great to hear that. And it wasn't a plug for Food for Less, really a plug to let him know that we are out there for the community. Just being a store out there, not just serving, but being a store.
Oh, that's great to hear. I knew that I personally saw a lot of happy parents, especially kids, being able to snack on those fresh fruits and gummies and everything else that you guys provided for the day of. And yeah, it was hot. Luckily, Child Support was there to provide some ice cream and popsicles and some other stuff to try to cool down some of the parents. But definitely, I saw kids and parents both enjoying the fruits and produce that you guys brought.
Next year we're bringing squirt guns.
That's a good idea. Squirt guns and misters, huh?
There you go.
All right, Community Action Partnership. I know that you guys help assisted with a lot of the school supplies, but more importantly, the backpacks. Because of your support and because of your help, we were able to donate and serve over 750 children with backpacks. So can I ask you your why did you decide to partner with Child Support Services and participate in Child Support Awareness Month?
So I think the answer is there's a couple of reasons why. First of all, CAP is about financial health. And this is a perfect opportunity to help promote that, because what better way to help stabilize financial health than through education and making sure that the youth know that community action, that the county working together, that we support them and we believe in them having a solid start to their new school year. And the other piece to that is because working with child support is amazing. You all do so much great work and you're great partners to work with, and you have amazing turnout. This is our second year participating, and we've enjoyed both times seeing all the smiles on everybody's faces and the long line of people coming out. It's just great to be a part of this event. So we're happy to participate again this year and looking forward to next year.
That's really good to hear. I saw a lot of parents smiling, especially getting the backpacks and school supplies right before school started. And I also am aware that you guys had a table there to provide other programs and services that you guys offer. Outside of backpacks, what other services do you guys offer to provide? You mentioned financial assistance or literacy in order to help support families, but is there any other programs that you want to touch on to share with our audience?
Yes, of course. Most people in the community know community action for utility assistance. We help with gas, electric, and propane bills. We also help with weatherization, so we can help with repair and replacing appliances to help make sure the home is energy efficient. We also have programs to help with technology. It's called Tech for Success, and you can get a refurbished desktop through one of our programs. And we also have mediation services available as well. Right now, we're through the courts system. So if you want to try to avoid lengthy civil cases, you can access mediation services at the courthouse.
Now, are you guys all throughout Riverside County to provide assistance to any resident hearing this if they're not in our Riverside area?
Yes, we have numerous satellite offices. If you want to go to our website at capriverside.org, we have 8 satellite locations, and we're out and about in the community as often as we can. We try to attend resource fairs, back to school nights, do school presentations, and a lot of those are listed on our website, so you can try to find us at a location nearest you.
You mentioned that utility assistance is one of your most popular programs, but for those who are unaware of what that actually means or what that actually does, would you mind just sharing some more details about the utility assistance program?
Yes. If you are facing crisis on your utility bill, if you're getting shut off or you're facing disconnection, our program is income-based, so you do have to meet some income requirements. Then we can try to assist you with either gas, electric, and we do have a small portion that can help for those that are still using propane as a heating source, especially in some of our rural areas. We work closely with the utility company, so if you are eligible, we will communicate directly with them to try to prevent a shut off or get you reconnected as soon as possible. And it's not a requirement to be past due. We have a lot of our seniors or our families that come to us that are on fixed incomes and need to just get that little bit of assistance, especially during the summer, like we mentioned, when it's super hot and we rely on our air conditioning to keep us for survival, basically, with some of these temperatures that we've been seeing. So community action is there to help ease that burden of the heavy utility bills, because we've seen a lot of those prices go up lately, but not all the incomes of our families are going up simultaneously. So we try to be that bridge. But again, there are income requirements and documentation required, but all of that is listed on our website, and you can apply in person, by email. We have an online source where you can apply, and we even still take faxes for those that want to apply via fax.
And where was that information where you wanted folks to go to online to know exactly where you're going to be at in different locations?
To our website, CAP Riverside, so CAP for Community Action Partnership, Riverside altogether, .org. And we have all the details of what the qualifications are to apply and the events that we'll be participating in. And you can also follow us on social media, Facebook and Instagram.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So you heard her name mentioned several times. Regina Cruise from Child Support Services coordinated this event here for Child Support Awareness Month, but also I'm aware that Child Support Services does other things throughout the month of August to help support the community. So what is the driving force? Regina, this question is for you. What is the driving force of what we do throughout August?
Well, the driving force when we prep for August, and first and foremost, I apologize of that it is in August, and yes, it is warm. But one of some driving factors is we want to provide essential resources and information to parents. When we put together resource fairs, not only do child support clients come, but they bring their whole families and neighbors. And we want to make sure that those families are connected with community partners like CAP and Food for Less and other people that were there. The important thing is also when Monica was saying about utility bills or financial instabilities, a lot of families need immediate need. And some of those partners that we handpicked and asked to be there was to help those families with immediate needs, such as CAP and Food for Less with their low prices, trying to make $1 really stretch these days. So those are a few of our driving forces that when we start planning for our resource fairs or for the month of August, to bring a lot of the education to the people. When I started child support and outreach, I was not aware of all of the great resources that Riverside community has to offer. And when I started going around and meeting people and building partnerships, I definitely wanted to bring the resources to help the Riverside community.
Yeah, I think your coordination, assisting with bringing all of these resources together is phenomenal. Mention Salon Success, who couldn't be on the call, but over 80 haircuts were provided to children who came in attendance. And, we talk about easing that financial burden, whether it's low costs for foods and groceries, or perhaps maybe reducing utility costs or other costs. I remember specifically one mother who had 5 boys, all needing to get their haircut. And roughly, if the haircut costs $30 to $40 per person, you times that by 5. Just getting the haircuts are quite a bit. Then on top of it, getting back to school items, whether it's snacks, pre-suns, water, whatever's needed to help pack the lunch. And utilities costs are continuing to rise. By having this resource fair really highlights and addresses all of the needs that parents may face, but perhaps maybe they haven't been vocal about them needing the program, or perhaps they simply don't know about the program and they're unaware of it at all. So I think it's great that we're able to partner up with Food for Less. Some of the items that we're able to distribute are provided by Food for Less. And then if the parents have any questions at all regarding some of the services that we're mentioning, we have flyers and other information from Community Action Partnership as well. So if they want more information on utility assistance or peer mediation or savings program, they're able to receive more information from the acts of support as well. Also see that we have Supervisor Gutierrez, who is on the line now. Supervisor Gutierrez, just to let you know, we have Food for Less, and we have Community Action Partnership of Riverside County, along with Child Support Services here on the line today. But
Great.
For those of you who are unfamiliar with you, would you mind just introducing yourself and what you oversee?
Yes, no, absolutely. Well, thanks, Marquise. Thank you for having me. Thank you, DCSS, for all the hard work you guys are doing for parents. I'm the county supervisor for the 5th District. And so I help oversee the 49 agencies with my colleagues of the county of Riverside. I'm excited to be here to share some good things that we're doing in the 5th District and how we can partner and encourage and help DCSS with many of our parents.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We were just talking about August 10th and kind of what the event looked like and some of the benefits of offering an event like that for residents of Riverside County. I know personally you were there at our August 10th event. So what are your thoughts and feedback that you received from residents, or maybe information that you heard from other parents about the August 10th resource event?
To your point, Marquise, that's a really good point. It was a really well-attended event. I've heard a lot of great feedback. Right now, we are through turbulent times, with our high costs, in food, in inflation, and parents are really looking at ways to find that support. And sometimes, with backpacks, that's a very big, large expense for kids, and other resources that were there. And it was just nice that DCSS really put that together. I was able to be there and see, the haircuts that were taking place, how Food for Less was there as well. All types of organizations were there really to help our kiddos. And I think that was a fantastic event. So really look forward to continuing to support that.
All right. Well, thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Each of you guys were at the event, and I want to really just, as a roundtable, really ask you one pointed question.
Sure.
Dan, and I'll start with you first. Dan, if you could describe August 10th in one word, what would you describe it as?
In one word, I think I might have to use two. Okay.
All right.
I think really special. And the reason why I say that is that when we were there, I got to see a lot of employees that just dropped their guards and became servants and really served the community. And so it was really special to see that. They did this all voluntarily. They didn't, there was no pay, no anything. And they all came together as a team and they served that community. And it was really neat. They got so involved that, they didn't want it to stop. But as much as, we got to see the end of the day and everything, I really got to see a servanthood out of a group of people that they didn't even work together. They came from different stores in Riverside. But really, I think it was very special to see that. And then to see the way the community walked up and it was like, hey, I know you work at this store. I know you work at that store, and they're part of that community. So I thought it was really, really special.
All right. Thank you. Monica from Community Action Partnership, if you were to describe the event in one word, what would you describe it as?
I think I would piggyback a little bit off of what Dan's point was and just use the word community. because I feel like it was an ideal example of what community should look like and what we would want to strive for, where we're all coming together, we're working together from different departments, different stores to help for the benefit of those that need our help and our assistance. And, really showing the youth that we support them and we believe in them and in their futures.
Regina, from Child Support Services, if you were to describe this event in one word, what would you describe it as?
I would say rewarding. And I think it's on different levels of our staff. Sometimes they just are in these four walls and they don't see the impact of outreach or what we do for the community. So when they see that, like Dan was saying, and Monica, they can see the impact that we are doing for the community. So rewarding for the staff, rewarding for the community, and, just an overall appreciation for the end result of the smiling faces of from kids to parents to even grandparents. I think that is the reward that I can take home.
All right. And Supervisor Gutierrez, I actually have a different question to ask you. While we're talking about August 10th, we have physically seen you all throughout Riverside County in the month of August at different events supporting these events. So with that being said, as much backpack drives and events that you assist with, if you were to describe your August in one word, I know that there's various cities and other departments that you help assist, but if you were to describe August in one word, what would you describe it as?
I would say, that's a good question. I would say collaboration. It was an opportunity for so many agencies throughout the month of August to really come together, whether it was cities doing movie nights, doing rock concerts for the community, for parents, whether it was school districts feeding kids at parks and all of those things, or whether it was DCSS and what you were doing with the backpacks and all the resources that we were providing as a county. It was really the key word I would say is collaboration, because we couldn't do it all by ourselves, right? And everybody's, inviting each other to each of these events. And it's just it was a really, really great month. Very busy month, by the way. Like you said, I was bouncing around a lot of different places, but it was a wonderful opportunity to do so.
Oh, thank you so much. And that's good to hear. You offer a unique perspective, because while we have seen it from one specific date, one specific time, you see it throughout various parts of Riverside County and throughout the community. Thank you for that. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you for that insight. So while I have you all on the call now, I thought I'll just go ahead and ask you as we plan for next year's August 2025 Child Support Awareness Month. Dan, do you think that we would be able to have the continued support from Food for Less?
Absolutely. I think there's two reasons why. One is Regina is very, very persuasive. The other reason why is because I think it's the right thing to do. And I think working in the community that a lot of people live, I think it's really neat to serve in that community. But I think that, I've had I've got a new insight on Regina's power, because when she came in and said, we're going to do it, we did it. So it was really fun to talk.
Oh, well, thank you, Regina. Thank you for all of your hard work. It's definitely paying off. It's definitely paying off. Monica from Community Partnership, do we have your continued assistance in 2025 for Child Support Awareness Month?
Yes, you can definitely count on us. We'll be there with the big smile on our face, because it's a pleasure to work with you all and to be able to serve the community in that way.
All right, thank you. And then last but not least, Supervisor Gutierrez, do we have your continued support as a department to continue to foster and put on events like this for the community, not just in August, but throughout the year?
No, absolutely. I think it's needed. I think it's a great step in the right direction. You have been doing those, and I think, the more the merrier, for many of our residents, because a lot of times I feel that our residents really learn about our programs in person, right? Word of mouth too. And sometimes we send, at least in my experience, I'll send emails out. We'll do telephone town halls about projects and programs that we have. And then I run across residents like at coffee shops and they don't know about those programs or projects. So a lot of times the way they really learn about those is through these community events. It's by having those booths like Community Action Partnership had and teaching them about the utility assistance that they have and those kinds of things. So absolutely, 100%, they're amazing programs and events.
All right. Well, my coffee cup is almost near, but before we close out this podcast episode, Dan from Food for Less, do you have any upcoming events or announcements that you want to share with the audience?
Sure do. Actually, we are going to be supporting the Veterans Association at an event called Stand Down. It's going to be September 20th at Riverside Drive from 9 to 4. Really similar program to what we did for the young kids is going to be offered to our veterans out there for a lot of different services. So looking forward to be part of that as well.
That sounds like an awesome event. Again, it was September the 21st. Is that correct?
September the 20th.
Oh, the 20th. Okay.
Yeah, from 9 to 4.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Community Action Partnership. Monica, do you have any upcoming events or announcements that you would like to share?
Yes, we are out and about in the community often. We'll see you at that event as well, Dan. But I did want to share that you can see us on the open Saturdays with child support. We will be trying to piggyback so that if anybody that can't come to our office and apply in person during the week, you can find us once a month on Saturdays with child support open Saturdays.
All right. And Regina, do you have any upcoming announcements or events that you want to share?
Well, it sounds like we're all going to the Stand Down, so we'll see you all there. But in the near future, we are working on an employer workshop for multiple counties that come together to provide education to the employers about child support. So that's going to be in November. And then, we're going to do it all again with another resource fair down in Blythe. That's going to be our second annual event. And last year was very much a success, and we hope to implement or to replicate that in December. And I just wanted to mention one other thing is, we can't do these events without you guys. Not only do you guys supply, donations, backpacks from food to what have you, but you guys also really promote us on your social media and spread the word, like Supervisor Gutierrez said, word of mouth. And we might not have the platform that you guys have. So with that, you guys bring more awareness, and we do really appreciate that. So thank you.
Supervisor Gutierrez, do you have any upcoming announcements or events that you want to share with the public?
Oh, no, absolutely. Thank you so much. One, I've always encouraged people to go to rivcodistrict5.org and sign up for our newsletter, because we do announce a lot of programs and announcements in our district. I think it's going to be a nice opportunity for residents to see all the good things that the county is doing and how we could be of a helping hand to them.
Thank you all for joining today. It appears that my cup is near completed, and that completes and ends our coffee break episode. Thank you so much for all of you joining.
Thank you.
Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed our Child Support Awareness Month Partner Highlight episode. We shared a lot of great information from many of our partners during this episode. If you look at the notes for this episode, you'll find all the contact information for each community partner discussed. For businesses needing help with child support questions regarding wage garnishment, what to do with the paperwork when an employee leaves or is no longer working for the company, or any other human resources topic regarding child support services, we have an exciting opportunity. The Southern Inland Region Collaboration is hosting an employer workshop on November 21st, starting at 9 a.m. Be sure to visit our website for more information on how you can register to attend this virtual event. And as always, I want to remind each and every one of you that if you need immediate child support assistance, we're here to help. We offer on-site assistance at all locations. We understand that being a parent or a grandparent can be a busy task, so we made it easy and convenient for you to schedule an appointment at a time that works best for you. Whether it's in person, virtual, or over the phone, we want to ensure that we can connect with you at your convenience. You can visit our website and utilize our live chat feature and speak with a child support specialist or reserve your upcoming appointment. Keep in mind, walk-ins are also welcomed. Thank you for tuning in to the Coffee Break Podcast. Until next time, my name is Marquese Howard. Take care and see you at the next break.